Hi, I'm Toshi from Japan and tourist guide for foreigners. In this video, I'll show you 12 things to know about Japan entry before traveling to Japan.
While I previously shared travel tips in my past videos, this time I'm specifically focusing on tips that will help you start enjoying your journey immediately in Japan. I'll categorize them into two key sections. The first will cover things to prepare before your entry to Japan, and the second will highlight what to do as soon as you arrive. So, this video will help you prepare for traveling to Japan. Please watch this video until the end.
So, let's get started.
Number 1 is Visa Requirements Update. Japan currently offers visa exemption to travelers from around 70 countries and regions. However, it's important to note that the specific terms, including the duration of visa-free stays and conditions, can vary significantly between different countries. What's more, the global COVID-19 pandemic has had a considerable impact on international travel. As a result, entry requirements have been subject to frequent changes, making it vital for travelers to stay informed. A noteworthy point to remember is that while Japan extends visa exemption to certain countries, there are nations like Peru and Colombia that recommend obtaining a visa. According to the official website of Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, travelers from these countries entering Japan without a visa might undergo rigorous immigration scrutiny, potentially leading to entry denial. So, to ensure you're well prepared and up to date, I strongly recommend visiting the official website of Japan's Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
This source will provide you with the most current and country-specific visa requirement, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free entry into Japan.
Number 2 is Online Service for Immigration. I want to share an essential tip for a smooth entry into Japan. It's all about a fantastic service that can save you time and bypass long lines at the airport. This is also explained in a previous video, so please watch it if you'd like. The Japanese government has started providing convenient online services for immigration and customs procedures. You can complete processes like quarantine registration, immigration inspection, customs declaration, and even duty-free shopping in advance. This means you won't need to stand in queues on arrival. It's a real time saver. There are 3 things you need to register: your flight ticket, passport, and email address. However, there's an important update to note. In September 2023, the Japanese government issued a warning about suspicious apps like Visit Japan Web Info. Please be aware that this service does not provide any official apps. So, if you happen to download a suspicious app, it's crucial to uninstall it immediately.
So, remember to use the official Visit Japan web platform to speed up your entry and avoid unexpected issues. Safe travel and enjoy your time in Japan.
Number 3 is Navigation Apps. In Japan, there are navigation apps like Yahoo, Map, and Navatime available, but I highly recommend using Google Maps as it's an all-in-one solution. It works well in cities and countryside areas throughout the country. With Google Maps, planning your routes becomes a piece of cake. Whether you're taking a train, bus, or any other public transport, just enter your destination, and Google Maps will give you the best directions. It covers walking and public transportation routes, all starting from your current location determined by GPS. My foreign friends who visited Japan relied on Google Maps during their trips. They didn't need to use the original Japanese navigation apps.
Using Google Map is incredibly easy and convenient, and it will definitely enhance your experience in Japan.
Number 4 is Translation Apps. In Japan, you might know that many locals don't speak English fluently, which can sometimes pose a challenge for travelers. That's where translation apps come to the rescue. And there are several to choose from, including Google Translate, Papago, and DeepL. However, my personal top pick is Google Translate. I've had the opportunity to travel to 75 countries, and Google Translate has consistently proven to be a reliable companion. What sets it apart are its standout features: voice translation and image text translation. The voice translation feature allows you to have real-time conversations with Japanese people. You can speak into your phone in your language, and Google Translate will
Toshi
quickly
from
translate
Japan.
what you said into Japanese. The person you're talking to can respond in Japanese, and the app will translate their response
Where's
back
the
to your
restaurant?
language. It's like having a personal interpreter in your pocket. The image text translation is another game changer. If you come across signs, menus, or any text in Japanese that you don't understand, you can simply open the app, point your phone's camera at the text, and watch in amazement as it automatically translates the text into your chosen language. It's incredibly handy for deciphering all sorts of information while exploring Japan. So, whether you're having a conversation with a local or trying to make sense of a Japanese menu, Google Translate is the versatile tool you need.
It ensures that language barrier won't hinder your experience in Japan.
Number 5 is comfortable shoes. When you're exploring Japanese cities, especially in urban areas, wearing comfortable shoes is a must. Here's why. In Japan, cities rely heavily on trains for transportation. This means you'll find yourself walking through train stations using stairs and covering distances between attractions. Additionally, many Japanese cities, like Kyoto, have hills, so good walking shoes are essential for sightseeing. While high heels may look stylish, they're not practical for getting around efficiently. To put it in perspective, when I lived in the US, where cars are common, I walked about 3,000 steps a day. In Japan, it's more like 20,000 to 30,000 steps daily, even on standard tourist outings.
So, my advice is to opt for comfortable, supportive shoes to ensure you enjoy your travels without foot fatigue.
Number 6 is book your hotel in advance. After completing your airport arrival procedures, one of your top priorities is making your way to your accommodation. However, there's a significant caveat you should be aware of. As we discussed in a previous video, Japan is currently grappling with the challenges of over-tourism. Additionally, Japan is experiencing a labor shortage, and this includes hotel staff. What this means for you as a traveler is that the demand for accommodations often outstrips the available options. The result, if you haven't taken the time to pre-book your hotel stay in advance, you could find yourself without a place to stay upon your arrival in Japan. In the event you do find a room, it's not uncommon for popular or well-located hotels to be fully booked, leaving you with limited choices. Even worse, the available rooms may come at a higher price or might not meet the quality standards you'd expect.
To avoid these hassles, I strongly recommend that you book your accommodation for at least the initial dates of your stay before your departure to Japan.
Number 7 is be careful for arrival time. When arriving in Japan, one crucial factor to consider is the time of your arrival. In Japan, it's important to be aware that public transportation, including trains and buses, stops running during the late night and early morning hours. This means that if you arrive late at night or in the early morning, you might find yourself without access to public transportation to get to the city or your hotel. To bridge this gap, you'll need to rely on taxis for your transfer. Now, it's essential to highlight that, as discussed in my previous video, Japan's taxi fares are known to be relatively high. This is especially true at major airports like Narita Airport in Tokyo, which is situated about 70 kilometers from the city center. Taking a taxi from the airport to central Tokyo can cost you around 25,000 yen, which is approximately $180. To avoid such high taxi fares, you might want to consider staying at nearby airport hotels if you have a late-night arrival. There are hotels that are not only more affordable than the taxi fare, but also convenient. Alternatively, you can explore budget-friendly capsule hotels for a unique experience. Another strategy is to avoid late-night arrival flights. By doing so, you can reduce the chances of facing these transportation and accommodation challenges.
Remember, thoughtful planning regarding your arrival time can save both money and hassle, ensuring a smooth start to your adventure in Japan.
Number 8 is money withdrawal. Japan's embracing cashless payments, but there are still places where cash is king. For instance, when you need to load your Suica or Posmo cards, it's cash only. So, upon your arrival in Japan, you'll want to ensure you need to have some cash on hand. Fortunately, international airports where foreign visitors arrive always have ATMs. You can easily withdraw Japanese yen using your credit or debit card. You'll also find currency exchange counters at the airport. But here's a tip. The exchange rates at these airport counters can be less favorable. So, it's a good idea to change only money you need. I think that 5,000 yen per person is enough. Once you're in the city, you can usually find better rates at local exchange places. In Japan, getting Japanese yen is easy for you, so there's no need to exchange money at a disadvantageous rate before you arrive in Japan. Now, you're all set to enjoy your trip without any worries. About cash, remember, there are some places where cash is king in Japan.
So a little bit of cash in your pocket can go a long way. Happy travels!
Number 9 is Wi-Fi and SIM card. When traveling in Japan, having reliable internet access is essential. There are two options: Wi-Fi devices and SIM cards, both readily available at Japanese airports. You don't need reservations. Furthermore, in some airports, you can even purchase them from vending machines. Now, which option is better for you? Well, that largely depends on your travel style. If you're looking for cost-effectiveness and convenience in terms of carrying, a SIM card might be the way to go. It easily fits into your phone, providing you with data wherever you go. On the other hand, if you're traveling with a group of people, renting a Wi-Fi device could be more economical. Multiple users can share the same device, splitting the cost and ensuring everyone stays connected. Ultimately, the choice between a SIM card and a Wi-Fi device depends on your needs and preferences.
Consider factors like the number of users, your budget, and convenience to make the best decision for your trip.
Number 10 is luggage forwarding service. When you land at a Japanese airport, the last thing you want to deal with after a long flight is lugging around heavy, oversized luggage. While some travelers opt to head straight to their hotel to drop off their bags, this process can be time-consuming, especially if you're arriving early in the day and your hotel check-in time is later. This is where luggage forwarding services come to the rescue. These services allow you to send your luggage directly to your intended destination in advance, eliminating the need to haul it around with you. For instance, if you drop off your luggage by 11 a.m., depending on the distance, same-day delivery might be a possibility, even if you miss the 11 a.m. window. You can rest assured that your luggage will be waiting for you at your hotel the following morning. Traveling light has some benefits. Navigating through airports and public transportation becomes a breeze, and you can start exploring the city right after your flight lands.
So take advantage of this luggage service in Japan. Enjoy your travels and explore Japan without heavy baggage.
Number 11 is train IC card. In Japan, IC cards like Suica and Posmo are an integral part of daily life, especially for travelers. These cards are not limited to public transportation. You can use them to pay for train and bus fares, and even for shopping at convenience stores, supermarkets, vending machines, and more. They provide incredible convenience and help streamline your journey through Japan. However, as I mentioned in a previous video, there's currently a semiconductor shortage affecting the production of these cards. This means that you can't get a traditional Suica or Posmo card. But here's where the good news comes in. There are alternatives available for travelers called Welcome Suica and Posmo Passport. These cards offer similar functionality and are designed to make your travel smoother. I explained them in the previous video, so please watch it. You can easily obtain these cards at the airport when you arrive in Japan.
It's a traveler's best friend and must-have for you, making your experience here incredibly convenient. Enjoy your trip by using them.
Number 12 is transportation from the airport. When arriving in Japan, There are various transportation options available for getting from the airport to the city center. You can choose from taxis, buses, trains, or even special rapid express trains. The specific transportation options might vary depending on the airport you arrive at. For instance, at Narita Airport, you can catch the Narita Express, while at Haneda Airport, you'll find the Tokyo Monorail. These special trains are great choices, especially if you want a comfortable and efficient way to avoid crowded commuter trains. For those looking for a more budget-friendly option, buses are also available. Finding the right bus route to your hotel might seem challenging, but with the help of apps like Google Maps, you can simply input your hotel's name for easy guidance. Feel free to choose the transportation method that best suits your preferences and budget. And if you ever find yourself unsure, the helpful airport staff will be more than happy to assist you. Safe travels, and enjoy your time exploring Japan.
How were the 12 things to know about Japan entry before traveling to Japan? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like button. See you in my next video. Bye!